Hi guys, so today I am just talking very briefly, hopefully briefly, about what I have experienced with freelance. What I have experienced. There's something in my eye. Did I put it on my iPad? Like fuck, I know I wrote this shit down somewhere. So today I am talking. So today I'm talking very briefly about my experience so far with freelance writing. I'm still pretty new to it, but I've already made money. I've already kind of really impressed myself and outdone myself. And I'm just like very happy and very driven and very motivated. I just want to keep this momentum going. It's really just such a nice life. And like I said, I'm still like a baby to this, so I'm not an expert by any means, but I just want to give you guys some free game. So if you're interested in some freelance writing tips and tricks or do's and don'ts, then please stay tuned for this video. So with freelance writing, I'm gonna be completely transparent and honest and say that I kind of always, not always, but like to an extent kind of side-eyed freelance writing, kind of looked down on it, kind of like didn't take it seriously, only because I was just like, so like, what are you doing between jobs? Like, are you like just like mimicking the voice of all these different agencies and all these different voices? Like, how do you keep your own voice in freelance writing when you're constantly producing work for other people? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't seem authentic to me, yada, yada, yada. But now your girl gets it. So that's gonna be like a totally different video as far as like tone and stuff like that. But basically I just wanted to preface this by saying that I was not always a strong believer in freelance writing, but now I am. So basically the first mistake is that I kind of felt like, okay, so freelance, the definition of freelancing is you work for yourself, you make your own rules. So in that case, that must mean I don't need to study anything, I don't need to learn anything. If I'm freelancing and by definition, I'm doing my own thing and making my own rules and setting my own hours, then why the heck would I need to learn something from someone else? Why the heck would I need to sharpen any of my skills? Like, I'm obviously running the show here, so I don't need to learn anything. That's so naive and so stupid. And maybe I'm the only dummy that thought that, and you guys are miles ahead of me in your mentality, but I was brought back to reality real quick. Okay, you do need skills, you do need tools, you do need help, you do need guidance, and you do need structure. With anything in life where you're doing it yourself, being an entrepreneur, taking college courses online and making your own schedule and having time management skills, working from home, whatever it may be, you need structure, you need skills, you need resources. So freelance writing is no different. There is strategy, there is a game, there is techniques involved, and you do need to be just as professional, if not more professional than you would be if you were working in some kind of corporate environment, because you are your biggest advocate and your own representation, your own representative. You've got to be on your A game around the clock. That being said, I took some free games from some just like online forums and old blog posts and things like that. I did take a course by Jordan Markle. It's called the Killer Cold Emailing Course. I think it was like maybe like $80 at the time that I paid for it. But she's always running discounts and stuff like that. This is not a plug to her, but I just want to give credit where credit is due. And basically I learned about the cold emailing strategy, which is very important. I'm not going to try to like teach you guys how to do that because that's not what I'm here for. But basically, that being said, there are people out there that have done the work already and they can put you on game. And you do really need to present yourself as a service or as a business that's offering a service to another business. You don't want to go into it as if like, oh, I'm an employee, will you hire me to work for you? You need to go into like, hey, like, I see that you are doing X, Y, and Z with your company. I think I can help with that. Or I think that I see that your company isn't doing X, Y, and Z. I think you should be doing it for these reasons, and I can help you do that. You need to kind of give them an incentive, like, to work with you, not like, please hire me kind of mentality, you know? And second would be, please, for the love of God, stay off of Fiverr, stay off of Upwork, stay off of all those weird sites. I will never lower my standards or lower my hourly rate or like devalue myself by going on the websites. I was on Upwork for a whole year. I never got a single job offer. And it wasn't because I didn't have the credentials. It wasn't because I didn't have sample work posted on there. It wasn't because I didn't validate my identity or anything like that. I did all of that stuff and no one was willing to hire me because the next person is always gonna be willing to do it for cheaper. The next person is going to do what, I don't know what the reason was, but I tried Upwork. I was on Fiverr for like maybe like 2 weeks and I was just like, this is not for me. I tried to do this website or this company called Palido, which I think they are like UK based, where basically they give you an article and you have to like edit the article or like rewrite the article or something like that, and they pay you basically pennies. And I was like, oh, I'm getting paid $25. This is so awesome. But like I did the work and then they came back to me and told me that they wanted me to redo the work. So then I was putting in more than the X amount of hours agreed upon. And they have this weird Slack messaging system where everyone kind of just like hops on all these articles at the same time and claims them. It's really weird. It's really weird. You don't need to do that. Don't go on Craigslist. Don't go on Palido. Don't go on Upwork. Don't go on Fiverr. If you want to be taken seriously as a freelance writer or a copywriter, you can't be giving away your work for free. And I get that sometimes people need to do like non-contractual work in order to have a resume or have a portfolio to show people. But if that's the case, then make your own website, make your own free website, make like 4 or 5 blog posts over the span of like a month or 2, and then use your own blog posts from your own official website as your portfolio pieces, because all they really need to see is that you know how to write for a website, you know how to write to an audience. And if you want to use your own blog as a reference for that, then you can totally do that. That's what I did. I am lucky enough that I had a lot of journalism experience in college, so I used some of the links from those as additional external sources. But I also have used blog posts from my own website, blog posts from things that I wrote for free in college, and then maybe like 1 paid post that I ever did prior to getting a contract. I link to that as well. So you don't need to have 100 free unpaid jobs under your belt before someone will hire you. You just simply don't. And you're wasting your time and you're not getting the money that you're owed. So please don't do that. Lastly, I just want to say that it's not oversaturated by any means. I have a love and a passion for a specific niche of things, but there's other people that have a love and passion for things totally different than me. So don't feel like you are too late to the game. Don't feel like it's oversaturated. Don't feel like you don't have enough work under your belt. You can easily make your own work. And I will say that when I sent my very first like pitch email or cold email, instead of pitching to like, let me like email this like lower, easier to attain job first, and then work my way up to the big name, intimidating one and see if I get it. I didn't do that. You know what I did? I took the name that was at the top of my list, the company that I wanted to work with the most, and I emailed them first, because I was like, if I can get them, the hell? I was like, if I can get them, then I can get anyone. And I just had to like exude confidence and let them know that like, hey, I know what I have to offer. I know what I'm talking about. I am of service to you, and it worked. So I emailed the top company that was at the top of my like dream list to work with, and they said yes out the gate, and I got a contract. So it can be done. Little lowly, no name me with no paid writing contracts under my belt now has a contract with what at the time was my dream company to work with, which is only like less than 6 months ago. It's not hard to do. This is just kind of like an introductory kind of rambling of what I wanted to share about freelance writing so far. It was kind of off the whim and not super organized, not super planned out, but I want to let you guys know that like it's doable, it's feasible, and I'm just so happy with what I've accomplished so far. Now on my channel, I will have a freelance writing journey as well as my self-publishing journey, because we are all things writing here. And I will see you guys in what will hopefully be another writing related video very soon. Make your own website for free, put your own blog posts on there, use those as your portfolio pieces to pitch to large name companies. Tailor yourself, present yourself as a business or a business that's offering a service to help another business. Meet them on an even playing field. Do not come to them as a potential employee looking for breadcrumbs. Know your worth, demand your worth, and you too can be a paid freelance writer.